The Continental Congress of the Daughters of the American Revolution is our annual meeting, a time-honored tradition that has been held in Washington, D.C. since the organization's founding in 1890. Our national meeting is named after the original Continental Congress, which governed the American colonies during the Revolutionary War. Continental Congress is the capstone event of the year for us. It is a time to celebrate the accomplishments of the chapters, states, and committees, as well as plan for future initiatives. It's a time to reconnect with old friends and make new friends that may last a lifetime. The more than 3,000 members who attend from all over the world marvel at the beauty of our historic national headquarters buildings, built and sustained by members, and take advantage of the premier resources it has to offer. It's a time to honor remarkable individuals within the membership as well as in the public for their outstanding efforts in the areas of historic preservation, education, and patriotism. It's a time to gain a greater understanding and appreciation of the work of this historic and vibrant society. I'm Jenny Sebastian Storage, your host for this presentation, An Introduction to Continental Congress. This webinar will be especially beneficial if you're a chapter regent, vice regent, delegate, or any member who may be planning to attend Continental Congress. If you're considering attending Congress for the first time, you probably have lots of questions like, who is able to attend Congress? Why should I attend Congress? And what will I get out of this week-long event? In this webinar, I will try to answer those questions and provide an inside look at what it's like to come to Congress, from making your travel and lodging preparations to what to do upon arrival. I will take you through the important daily activities and exciting evening events, as well as introduce you to our headquarters building. In the next 30 minutes, you'll learn lots of valuable information you need to know before you head to D.C., and I hope you'll be inspired to join us at Continental Congress. Continental Congress is one of the most meaningful and rewarding DAR experiences you can have as a member. It's a fabulous way to learn about how our national society works. All DAR members are welcome to attend Continental Congress. If you're a chapter regent or delegate, your participation is very important, but all attendees will gain a better understanding of our society on the national level. You'll deepen your understanding of DAR efforts at committee workshops and experience firsthand the thrilling evening sessions. You might decide in the future you want to volunteer to help with special Congress committees or serve as a page. You'll meet our national leaders and members like you from all over the country. Everyone who comes to Congress takes something home to share and apply to her chapter. I attended Continental Congress for the first time as a delegate in 1992, and then didn't return until the 106th Continental Congress in 1997. I had been a member for several years, and I knew very little about Congress. I was named the 1997 State Outstanding Junior, and I was attending Congress to be recognized with the other outstanding juniors and carry the state flag during my state regents report. The only other things I knew were that I needed to register and I needed to bring white dresses as I was to serve as a page. I loved attending Congress, and I've been back every year since 1997. I guess you can say Continental Congress is addictive. The pageantry, the nightly events, the speakers, the award winners, the DAR buildings, and the women you meet are amazing. I've met some of my best friends at Congress, and they live all over the world. I've listened to many of the Presidents General who have pointed to their early Continental Congress experiences as a reason they became so involved and passionate about the DAR. It brought to life the meaning of the organization to them, and for me, the entire experience of attending has been eye-opening. Now I desire to go each year, and each year I have to plan ahead, determine my vacation schedule, and budget for this busy week of volunteering. In my opinion, if you've never been, take the time to join us one day, and you will not regret it. I have a good feeling you'll want to return. If this will be your first Congress, you will want to start planning now. Speak with other members going from your chapter or your state, because they will be able to share their experiences and provide valuable tips. The DAR members website contains abundant information about Congress events and information to help you enjoy your stay. You will find announcements, forums, the tentative Congress schedule, and other resources such as hotels, transportation, food that help you plan for every aspect of Congress. The website is updated often leading up to Congress and should be checked frequently to ensure you have the most current information. Also, download the schedule from the website right before you come to Congress so that you can look for any changes to the events that you've decided to attend. Planning for lodging at Congress happens well in advance, and you may consider watching the members' website closely for information about hotel reservations at the official Congress Hotel. The Grand Hyatt is the official Congress Hotel and hosts a number of our DAR meetings and social events. In addition to the Grand Hyatt, the DAR may negotiate special room rates at other hotels. These will be listed on the website and announced by email. The rooms in the Grand Hyatt typically sell out very quickly when registration opens in the fall, as the hotel just doesn't have enough room to accommodate the thousands of members coming to Congress. A list of other hotels near the Grand Hyatt and the NSDAR headquarters is located in the Congress section of the members' website. Members who wish to make room arrangements can contact any of the hotels listed or explore other hotels. I understand that lodging can be costly and therefore have stayed at different hotels with reasonable rates. Do your research, look at internet travel websites, and consider rooming with others to help minimize your costs. In planning what to pack, here are some tips for your time at Congress. Continental Congress is generally held in June or early July. Typically, the weather in D.C. during summertime may be hot and humid with thunderstorms in the evening, so make sure you plan accordingly. As with any professional conference, dresses, skirts, slacks, or suits are appropriate for DAR events. Consider bringing extra sweaters, jackets, or wraps, as the air conditioning can be very cool in hotel restaurants and at headquarters. Be sure you pack comfortable walking and dress shoes. As the weather can fluctuate, you might want to bring an umbrella and wear cool, breathable fabrics if you plan to be outdoors or walk to headquarters. Formal attire is standard for evening sessions, and women wear longer tea-length dresses or skirts and formal tops. Men wear tuxes or dark suits. If you've acquired evening ceremony tickets for your guests, they too should dress in formal wear. Some events held by the state organizations, like luncheons and teas, will have receiving lines, for which you should wear gloves. If you plan to attend any of these events, please bring several sets of white gloves. If you have trouble finding where to purchase them, check online sites like Amazon.com or visit costume and bridal shops, which usually sell them. The junior shop sells them as well. Hats aren't necessary for Congress, but many women wear them at Sunday's memorial service. Very casual clothes, such as shorts, warm-up suits, and jeans are out of place at Congress events and at headquarters, but are appropriate for your personal sightseeing around the city. When planning your travel to D.C., remember that members make and pay for their own personal travel arrangements. Based on your needs, you can use a travel agent or make your own reservations using websites like Expedia, Travelocity, or Orbitz. Remember that organizations like AARP and AAA might offer discounts to help you secure the best rates for your travel. If you are flying into the Washington area, there are 3 airports you can fly into: National, also known as Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport, Washington Dulles International Airport, and BWI, also known as Baltimore Washington Thurgood Marshall Airport. Reagan is by far the closest to the city, about a 15-minute cab ride. If you fly into Dulles or BWI, You should plan on making arrangements for transportation to the city, which will take 45 minutes or more. If you're traveling by car, there is limited street parking available near DAR. You should also download the Park Mobile app to pay for street parking online. In most cases, you must move your car every 2 hours to avoid a ticket. We strongly suggest you don't try to park near headquarters. Your hotel or nearby parking garages may offer long and short-term parking, but do keep in mind that it can be expensive. Some members will arrive on a bus chartered by their state organization. Check with your state to determine if they are offering bus transportation and the details of pickup places, times, and costs. Once in D.C., most members travel to and from Congress events and their hotels using taxi cabs, Uber, or Lyft. Members often share rides with each other, which helps bring the cost down. On average, fares range from $5 to $15. You can go online at taxifarefinder.com to research possible D.C. cab fares from the hotel you're staying at to your destination. It's also customary to tip drivers 10% or a few dollars per trip. It's helpful to have a lot of $1 bills so you can easily pay your share of the fare and help tip. Many cabs take credit cards as well. The Uber and Lyft applications should be downloaded and set up before you arrive in DC. You should also be familiar with their operation and already have your credit card established. Depending on the location of your hotel, you might walk to headquarters during the day. Many hotels are within walking distance and can take about 20 to 30 minutes. Keep in mind that headquarters is near the White House, so unexpected closures of roads and even sidewalks can happen due to events or movement by the president. Headquarters is close to many attractions, and you can walk or use the metro or subway and other public transportation for sightseeing around Washington. Washington, D.C., and particularly the area surrounding the headquarters building, is in a very safe and tourist-friendly neighborhood. As you would with any large city, use caution at night and be aware of your surroundings. So, you may be asking yourself, now that I've made it to Washington, D.C., what do I do next to get to Congress? Each member and guest that attends Continental Congress must be registered. Registration is important for Congress committees and planners who needs to know how many people are in attendance. Constitution Hall holds nearly 4,000 people, and we've been known to reach capacity. Chapters have already sent in their registration and credentials information for pre-registered members, delegates, and alternates in mid-April. However, pre-registration is not required for non-voting members wishing to attend Congress. If you are not registered upon your arrival, go to the on-site registration to register. On-site registration is located in the lower level of the administration building. Remember to bring a valid personal ID with signature and photo, such as a driver's license or passport. You will also pick up your name badge, program, and packet, which includes tickets that indicate your seat assignments in the Constitution Hall for the sessions. As a tip, the registration lines are often shorter in the afternoon. Remember, your registration badge must be worn at all times at the DAR headquarters, as you will not be admitted into any building without it. When you leave headquarters, remember to remove or cover your badge, your DAR ribbons, and pins. Your registration packet contains the Congress program, maps, security information, your ID badge, and other Congress materials. Please read everything in the packet, as most of the information covers what you need to know at Congress. The Congress program includes the times, dates, and location for each event. It contains the names of our volunteers, maps, standing rules, and helpful information such as guidance on conduct, protocol, and general information. It also shows the order of events for each business and evening session. Therefore, make sure you bring your Congress program to each session so that you follow it from start to finish. First-time attendees should note that during the day and evening sessions, the President General announces when the doors will be briefly opened and then closed, noted by stars in the program. Members who need to leave and return should only do so during these breaks in the program to prevent disrupting the speakers. Also, members are kindly asked to remember to adhere to this request. One of the best sources of up-to-date information while you're at Continental Congress is the DAR Congress app. This can be found anywhere you download apps for your phone or on the Congress website. Included in the app is an events calendar, which may be personalized to your schedule, maps, a list of exhibitors, as well as attendees, and many other useful resources. There is so much to see and do at DAR headquarters. It can sometimes be challenging to find everything, but utilize the map included in your registration materials and the signage posted around the building. DAR headquarters encompasses an entire city block and is comprised of 3 interconnected buildings: Constitution Hall, Memorial Continental Hall, and the Administration Building. They are beautiful and historic, but getting around inside can sometimes be tricky, so carry around your map for guidance. Since these buildings were all built a long time ago, one as early as 1905, there are some unique spaces characteristic of historic buildings, but that we aren't used to in modern buildings. Because each building was built separately, several years apart, they don't necessarily connect in ways we're used to. You can walk through each building without going outdoors, but sometimes certain elevators don't go to certain places, or you might easily get turned around without realizing it. The main thing to remember about DAR headquarters is that Constitution Hall is the auditorium for business and evening sessions, committee tables, and sales, and specialty shopping. Memorial Continental Hall is where the DAR Library, period rooms, banquet hall, and O'Byrne Gallery are located. And the Administration Building is where the DAR Museum, DAR Store, the Americana Collection, and the administrative offices can be found. You are welcome to roam and visit the offices and rooms in the building. If you don't want to explore on your own, there are sometimes DAR docents available to provide tours of the building, and new attendees should consider participating. When you do walk through our buildings, take note of the historic DAR library ley lights, or when going through the O'Byrne room, remember that several West Wing scenes were filmed here, and you may recognize staircases, railings, hallways, and rooms that were filled in such movies as Salt. Don't miss the portico, the banquet hall, the atrium, and so much more. Finally, remember that these buildings are the largest set of buildings in the world, owned and maintained by women. They cover a full city block, and they are all owned by you. While there are special catered events during Congress that you can buy tickets to attend, you will still need to find other places to eat on your own during Congress. Within a few blocks of headquarters and most hotels, there are lots of sandwich and coffee shops, restaurants, and convenience stores. During Congress, food vendors are located in the lunchroom in the basement of the Administration Building, in the lounge area, and hallways of Constitution Hall. They serve a variety of small and quick breakfast and lunch items. There are many food options available nearby, so research ahead of time or reference the suggested food and restaurant lists on the members' website. You may be asking yourself how you personally can contribute to helping Congress. Serving as a page is a great way to contribute to Congress. To serve as a page, a member must be between the ages of 18 and 40. Paging at Congress provides a special way for these members to volunteer while learning the intricacies of how the society works and acquiring valuable experience. Pages contribute in an enormous way to the daily functions of Congress and are instantly recognizable by their white attire. They support committee activities, add to the pageantry of the processions, help members as needed, and perform other essential duties as they arise. Pages form valuable friendships and gain a greater knowledge of the work done by the society. As time has shown, the pages of today become the leaders of tomorrow. Many of our current leaders, such as our national officers and state officers, have paged in the past. More information on paging can be found on the Continental Congress webpage. Those members wishing to volunteer for Congress who are no longer eligible to page can opt to serve on a Continental Congress committee. The volunteers from all over the country who serve on these committees are integral to efficiently managing Congress. To serve on a congressional committee, members are recommended by their state regents during the winter prior to Congress. If you're a member of a chapter outside the U.S., you are recommended by the national chairman of the Units Overseas Committee. Invitations to serve on congressional committees are issued by the President General and are sent in February or March. Make sure your email address is up to date with DAR, as they are usually sent by email. Volunteers on these committees serve a variety of roles, such as helping attendees find their way around the building, setting up the stage, registering attendees, welcoming award winners and special guests, and many other duties throughout Congress. Congress couldn't run smoothly without all of these volunteers. Being a member of a congressional committee or a page is a way to make a real contribution to the success of Continental Congress and to get an insider's view of this enormous, exciting event. If you're interested in volunteering for Continental Congress, please contact your state regent. In addition to the business of the society, many social events are held during Congress. These events come in the form of breakfasts, luncheons, teas, or dinners. While these catered events are not included in your registration fee, most of them are open to all members. All of these events are listed in the Congress schedule online and give instructions on the cost and how to purchase tickets. All tickets must be purchased prior to Congress. Popular committee catered events include the Units Overseas Luncheon, which provides the opportunity to meet chapter members in other countries. The DAR Schools Luncheon highlights outstanding work of the schools DAR supports. And the Junior Membership Luncheon brings different generations together to recognize the work of younger members and honor outstanding juniors from each state. State organizations also host catered social events during the week. All members are welcome to buy these tickets to these events. In most cases, you don't have to be a member of that state to attend their function. There are a few social events that are sponsored by various DAR clubs and not open to the general membership. The National Chairman's Association and the Outstanding Junior Club are examples. The donor recognition clubs, including the Heritage Club and Founders Club, also have events for their members. Check with the Congress schedule about which events require membership associated with the club. The opportunity to learn about the society and connect with other members at events are the most important aspects of Congress. But we all love some good shopping, and I told you I would share with you great shopping opportunities. Fortunately, it's abundant at Continental Congress. Headquarters is home to the DAR Museum, and at the museum shop you can purchase historically inspired gift items, exhibition-themed merchandise, children's toys, and publications. The DAR store sells chapter and membership supplies, DAR gift items, jewelry, shawls, and more. Visit the President General's Project Table, the Junior Shop, the CAR Table, and the DAR schools in Constitution Hall, where items can be purchased that benefit the committee's projects. The shops in the Congress Lounge have a wide array of vendors selling clothing, jewelry, and specialty items. Hamilton Jewelers are also on site, and pens can be approved on the spot. Most pens are on display, and many pens are available for purchase to wear on your ribbon that day. For more personal souvenirs, a professional photography company takes photos of Congress sessions, events, and members throughout the week. Proof copies of these photos are posted at their booth in the Constitution Hall lobby, so that members may see them and order copies to be mailed to their home. These photos may also be viewed and ordered after Continental Congress on the Convention Photography website. For all members attending Congress, whether volunteering behind the scenes, serving as delegates, or even non-voting members, the business sessions are the primary purpose of Congress, and the President General encourages all members at Congress to attend these daytime sessions. It's important to attend the business sessions because it's your opportunity to hear national officers' reports on the year's achievements and significant efforts of their offices and committees. Many states, chapters, and members are recognized for their efforts during these sessions. Additionally, national award certificates are given to chapters and individuals during this week. These are picked up by your state regent. Check with her to see if your chapter or state won any awards. Attending business sessions is also essential for delegates and alternates because they are representing their chapter by voting on issues that will be addressed. Changes to the bylaws are discussed and voted on during these sessions. Please remember to review literature in your registration packet, as it may pertain to issues delegates will be voting on. Nominations for national officers are made during business sessions, and delegates vote on the candidates on Saturday. The business sessions begin on Thursday morning and continue on Friday morning and all day Saturday. A final, abbreviated business session and installation of new officers takes place on Sunday morning after the memorial session. In addition to the official business sessions, some national officers and committees hold meetings and workshops throughout the week of Congress to educate members about their initiatives. Some of these committee meetings are even held in the days leading up to the official start of Congress on Wednesday's opening night, so plan to arrive prior to Wednesday if you want to attend these meetings. Check the Congress schedule on the members' website to see what meetings you are interested in attending or would benefit your chapter the most. You'll have the opportunity to meet the national officer or national chair and your fellow chapter and state chairs, hear important committee updates, ask questions, and share ideas. Our members are smart and creative, and I cannot express how much you will learn from other daughters about what they do in their committees with the work of their committees. All committee meetings are fascinating, so don't limit yourself to just one. A good way to stay up to date on the daily events at Congress is to utilize many online resources. Visit the Congress Online portion of the members' website to access the digital Congress Herald. The Herald publishes daily updates on Congress, providing in-depth looks at award winners, offering highlights from lunches and other events, and announcing proposed bylaws, special contests, and other valuable information. Congress Live can also be accessed through the Congress Online portion of the members' website. Here, those unable to make it to Washington, D.C. can stream Congress proceedings in their family rooms. Congress Online also provides photos from Congress events uploaded throughout the week and contains an archive of photos from previous Congresses. For new attendees, checking out these archive photos ahead of time could help provide a better visual of the Congress experience. The evening sessions of Continental Congress are spectacular ceremonies, not to be missed. The music, pageantry, and emotion of the sessions are quite impressive. Opening night on Wednesday marks the official start to Congress with a prominent keynote speaker and fascinating award honorees. On Thursday night, for our Education Awards evening, we honor the Outstanding Teacher of American History, DAR Good Citizens, and introduce the National Outstanding Junior, as we celebrate all state winners and national finalists. Service to America night on Friday is always fun at the hotel, with committee displays, service projects, and a keynote presentation. The final night of Congress on Saturday is our National Defense Night, a powerful evening that honors our active duty military personnel and veterans, as well as outstanding civilians who dedicate their energies to supporting these brave men and women. These ceremonies at Constitution Hall are preceded by concerts by the renowned military bands from each branch of service, each on a different night. After the concerts, the ceremonies begin with a grand processional of DAR dignitaries and pages carrying flags from every state in each country in which we have units overseas. The climax of the processional is when the President General is the final person to walk down the aisle. Make sure to look up at the ceiling for an exciting surprise. Amazing speakers from past Congress ceremonies have included the U.S. Secretary of Defense, an internationally known journalist, an entertainment icon, a Supreme Court justice, an award-winning movie screenwriter, an astronaut, and renowned historians, just to list a few. Many national DAR awards are presented to outstanding individuals and groups during the evening ceremonies. The winners will make you laugh, cry, and feel inspired by the work they do for our country. Special entertainers also provide uplifting performances. The evening ceremonies are wonderful and make you truly proud to be a DAR member. Attending Continental Congress in Washington, D.C. is a beautiful experience, one that I hope all of you will share, whether it's this year or another year. I hope you've enjoyed this webinar about Continental Congress. Special thanks are extended to Donna Michelle Santos-Staven. Donna originally created this webinar in March 2012, and the majority of it remains her work. Updates have been made to reflect changes in Continental Congress.